Westside Landlord checking in. I'm showing y'all my 2-unit apartment building on the west side of Chicago. It's worth about $500,000, and it turned out amazing. We went with some red siding on the side, just to stand out. And we got another property down the street, so they actually match. But come inside, let me let y'all check it out. So it looks like a house, but it's actually a 2-unit apartment building. Upstairs, we got a 3-bed, 1-bath. This first floor, we have a 4-bed, 2-bathroom, right? So when you first walk in, of course, you see the open concept space, but we got 1 bedroom that's right here. And traditionally, this used to be a living room, but because the open concept is so, popular, we made this a bedroom to maximize the space. And we got the open concept, the kitchen and living room in the front. So nice bedroom, nice TV setup, dresser, windows. We didn't go with the traditional blinds or anything like that. We went with something nice and neat that looked good. This is the closet area over here, right? We like to use high-end finishes, so we got chrome hardware, chrome handles. And what we like to do is, on some of our properties, instead of losing that dead space, we like to create, extra storage spaces. So that's something you got to keep in mind when you're dealing with tenants and properties. So we like to put these in certain rooms where we can, instead of just losing it. So you can store shoes, clothes, comforter sets, whatever you need. Closet's pretty standard, but everything's in a stud. It's sturdy. It's gonna hold. Real clean, nice and neat. If y'all can see the floors we use the luxury vinyl flooring. It's life proof. It's from Home Depot. We've been using this flooring for all our properties. It's amazing. I recommend you check it out for your next rental property. Just go and check it out. And make sure you pay attention to the thickness when you're dealing with these luxury vinyl floorings, because they got this BS that's like, 2 millimeters thickness or 3, that's crap. You want like 5 or 6 millimeter like thickness. That's gonna get you the best bang for your buck. So when you come in here, we got the kitchen over this side. Of course, we had travel nurses over here renting it out for about $4,000. But in market rent, we can get about $2,500. So we got stainless steel appliance when it comes to the fridge. Nice quality, everything looking good. Wait. Let me introduce myself. My name is Lamont Lashley Jr. I'm a social impact real estate developer and a 7-figure entrepreneur. In the last few years, I've been able to scale my real estate portfolio to over 30 rental properties valued at over $6 million in just a few short years, all by leveraging credit. I've started a community, and I want to invite you to, for less than $2 a day. All you have to do is text the word group to the number below, and I'll send over the details for you. If you find yourself struggling with removing late payments, collection, charge-off, bankruptcies, and different things like that, or you find yourself having difficulty getting approved for funding, let me work with you so that we can help you reach your desired results. So other than that, I don't want to hold you up. I want you to get back to the video, and I look forward to working with you in the near future. Good. We got shaker cabinets. We got chrome hardware, nice updated stove, microwave. The cabinets wrap around. We go with a lot of nice chrome finishes when it comes to the faucet sets. A nice, nice light fixtures. Everything nice and neat. Even the countertops, right? So y'all let me know how y'all like these countertops. These countertops are quartz countertops. We like the gray vein, but I really love how the brown it outlines the gray vein, and it kind of, brings the floor and everything all in together. Then you got this amazing view, where you can kind of store that family dinner, put your food right here. You got the open concept. You can still have conversations. As you can see, we got the bar stools right here, nice and neat. The living area, living space, it's all in tune. If you want to have a side conversation, we got some extra seatings that we had right here as well. Over here, we got like a coat closet, if you want to store, brooms, iron boards, different things like that, we can store up in there. So back here, we have 1 bathroom and 2 bedrooms. So this the bathroom. We got our faucet windows. We went with a flat mirror, a nice white vanity, step in some, chrome finishes on the hardware. And then we got the bathroom tile. It kind of give off an ocean vibe, but we like to, leave it white. Look rich, and it's just real nice. It turned out amazing. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it in the comments, right? That's leading out to the back, right? So this is one of the bedrooms, one of the smaller bedrooms, right? This is the second bedroom. You know, more so like a kid's room. You can fit a full-size bed. You know, we got the window, we got the closet. You want to have minimum 70 square feet when you're dealing with Section A and things like that. So y'all keep that in mind. We got the TV, and then of course we got the closet. Y'all know everything nice and neat. We keep the closet just paint on white just so we can, you know, get in and out when we having tenants turn over, chrome finishes and things like that. And then that leads us to the third bedroom, right? It's a little bit more bigger as well, right? So we got everything nice and neat. We got our window, we got our closet, bed, dresser. And over here, as you can see, we had extra space. We did the same thing again where we add that extra storage space up top. So, you know, this is something we like doing in a lot of our properties, and a lot of our tenants admire it too. So look into doing that in your next project. But, you know, this property turned out amazing, but it's actually duplex down. So we're going to go downstairs, and we have another bedroom and we have another bathroom downstairs. Nice porcelain tile when you come downstairs. We also have an additional entrance where you can just come in, you know, just from down here if you wanted to. But nice tile, take a, you know, nice. It lays nice right on top of the concrete. And this is our first bedroom, our first and only bedroom in the basement. We got a dresser right here. We got the TV. You know, they got a nice lip. They can store, you know, store things up here if they need to. Bed. We got our egress windows. That's important if you want a legit legal bedroom. You want to have an egress window in case if there's a fire or anything. Your tenant should be able to hop out on your property. That window and that exit should not be able to go on nobody else's property. It should be on your property. That makes it a legal bedroom. Then we got beautiful closet doors down here. You know, so place really turned out real good. And now you have your own, you know, living area down here as well. You know, where you got your dining room table. You want to play spades, dominoes. I get busy on spades and dominoes. My family big on it. But you also have, you know, a nice little sitting area. You know, if you want to pop a squat, you know, watch TV and just enjoy yourself down here. It's kind of like an ensuite. You know what I'm saying? So I really like this. We got some extra storage space over here. Extra storage space right here. You know, storage is important. When you're dealing with these properties, make sure y'all store things. It's very important. Like I said, grandma can smack them spades on the table right here. It's nice. And this is the bathroom that's downstairs, so you don't got to go upstairs and do anything like that. We got our toilet. We got a nice vanity, nice countertops, light, everything look good. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. And then in the shower, we got chrome finishes. You know, we always running with the chrome finishes. And we leave it white, nice, rich, deep tubs, you know, for the ladies. You know, we like Delta at Home Depot. They have a good brand of tubs, but overall amazing. We got our sump pump and ejection pit. You can store a couple things right here if you want to as well. Right here, you know, that's nice. And then right here, outside, we actually have a washer and dryer stackable set right here. Always for your appliances, make sure that you are getting a warranty between 3 to 5 years on your appliances, right? When you're dealing with rental properties and things like that. If you fix and flipping, you might don't got to do it. So over here, what we have our two, you know, our furnaces, you know, HVAC for the heat, for the cooling stuff. But these, what we have been using are the tankless hot water tanks. They give you constant hot water, you know, 24/7, 365. For example, let's say you cut the hot water on Friday and you take a trip and you leave it on and you don't come back until Monday. When you come back, your water is still going to be hot because these have constant hot water. They don't have to like build up or do anything like that, you know, to keep that. So it's always going to be hot water. We got our security box right here. We got our electrical box. And you always want to keep things nice, neat, and clean. If y'all check out my job sites or any of my properties, everything going to be very organized and clean. Your tenant's going to appreciate that, and they're going to treat you the exact same. So now we're going to go this way. We're going to go back up here. So, yeah, this is our 4-bedroom, 2-bedroom apartment. And now 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment. I'm sorry, which can go anywhere from 4,000 if you went into travel nurses, or you can rent it for 2,500 to a regular individual on the market. Now upstairs we have a 3-bed, 1-bathroom apartment. So I'm gonna show y'all. But on the outside it look like a house, but it's not. So you come in, you got this night lights fixture up top, looks real nice. You come in, it's open, it's cozy. And as soon as you walk upstairs, you know, you got that open living space again. You got the countertops. You got the living room over there. You know, it's set up, nice intimate spacing. You know, the ceiling heights are amazing up in here. You know, I love how we got the recessed lights looking and different things like that. The kitchen is beautiful, nice, amazing quartz countertops, full fridge and stainless steel appliances. You know, the shaker cabinets wrapping all the way around. So this one of our favorites, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. All of them are our favorites. Yep, so y'all let me know how y'all feel about this in the comments. You know, give me some feedback. You know, we got a nice decor and design. We also got that extra, you know, conversation table right here as well. We got that coat closet, just in case, you know, you want to store anything like that. We have a bathroom right here. Y'all come check it out. So we got our nice clean white vanity. You know, we got our flat mirror, nice decor. We went with our same type of tiling. Everything look good. We love it. You know, give an ocean vibe, a real neat design. You know, chrome finishes. We got a, before I show you them couple bedrooms, let me show you the main bedroom upstairs. This the main bedroom upstairs, right? And we had a couple travel nurses up here. You know, we was renting this out, I think about like 3,200, I believe. But you know, really nice open space. We got the TV over there. You know, you can put a dresser over here. You know, small closet. We got the skylight over there. That's real neat. You know, I thought about setting that skylight over there, you know, just in case if it was a bench right here and, you know, somebody wanted to read, sit down and really enjoy that space versus just closing it off and bringing in that nice extra lighting in. So that's, you know, one of the bedrooms. And then the back right here, we got 2 more bedrooms. So this will rent out for about $1,850 on market. $1,850 on market. Same layout as downstairs. We got 1 bedroom, nice size, full size bed. We got our window, we got our closet. Make sure your rooms are minimum 70 square feet. You know, we use this passive gray from Sherman-Williams on all of our walls. You know, it's real vibrant, it's nice, is you know, eggshell. It really makes the place pop. You know what I'm saying? Neutral color, not too heavy on the eyes, nothing like that. So we got this room, you know, just straight up standard room. Looks nice. We got the TVs and stuff set up and mounted. I'll let y'all take a peek outside, then we're gonna walk around the front and wrap it up. Yep. So when you open the door and you come down, you actually have 2 lots. You have 2 lots. So we have an easement with this lot on the side. We still looking to get this from the land bank, right? But we got a nice garage. You know, we matched it up with the siding. You know, we matched that up with the siding, but real nice space down here. Yep. So we decided to put a nice patio set, you know, and also over here as well, too, guys. This is actually owned by a non-for-profit. So in the summertime, it'd be real nice. It'd be, you know, flowers and plants, a lot of greenery. So we didn't even put a gate back up because it looked so nice when we came out here. So I'm excited to see this summer when they get this thing going right here as well. But, you know, just big open space for the most part, big open space, you know, nice backyard. Hopefully we get this lot, we're gonna be able to do something with it. And then we're gonna flip back around the front. Make sure your concrete is pitched. As you can see, it's high over here. So when the rain comes, it's pitched down so it can go, you know, stay away from your property. You always want the water to stay away from your property. Over there, big girl. No. And then over here, as you can see, we got the siding, but as you can see, we painted the gray. It turned out amazing. You know what I'm saying? Just looks nice, neat, and clean. You know, we raised the gas meters up a little high so people can't really bother them and touch them. But overall, this property turned out amazing. We actually got this off the MLS, you know, because we got a couple properties in the area. So we like to get property that's already in our area. We got a school. You always want to get properties that's near school and churches and different things like that. If you can see, turn the camera down there. It's hard to see, but it's definitely a school down there. Yep. Yep. So man, overall, like the property turned out nice. We spent about $300,000 in renovations. Spent about $300,000 in renovations. Now it's worth about $500,000. So y'all let me know how y'all enjoyed this specific project. Westside Landlord checking out, and I'll see y'all on the next YouTube video.